Welcome back to the Tide Hangar. This is Mike, and I'm coming at you with the weekly news in review for May 12th, Mother's Day. Happy Mothers to all the mothers out there. 2024, and we're going to get into talking about all the Transformers news. There's not a whole lot. We get to see kind of a different direction that Takara is going in, and we do have, of course, Masterpiece, Legends, and Mainline stuff to discuss. We do have some fun stuff here from Boss Fight Studios. They might win me over into a new toy line. And then we have some Thundercats recolors for the most part, and a lot of people are hoping that they dial out the rest of the characters that are missing in the reactions line. And we got some Batman stuff, and this is an exclusive we will discuss. It's good and it's bad, but it's also good. And I will tell you a little something about I might stay with superpowers for only one reason. And then Star Wars is coming out with some stuff. It's kind of a give and a take, and I have, of course, my thoughts on all of this and more coming up. Alright, so what's new at Shozy? Coming into stock is the Mod Fans KS01 Bless Return Titan Class Fort Max Cerebros. It is 4 inches tall, so it's Legends, but the head will work on the Titan's Return. But body-wise, it's going to be Legends, and that's exactly what I need. I don't have one. I've got mine paid for, waiting for it to show up. It also includes a larger satellite and gun, but this is $43. I will be reviewing that on the channel as soon as I get it. And we have a Magic Square reissue. I'm guessing they're doing the whole Bruticus, but this is the MSB 51C Heavy Gunner Brawl repaint version, and looks pretty good. I think this pose shows maybe some different colors here and there. Not sure. I didn't get the first one, but I'm going to be in on this one. So I like to lag the community and get the repaint version. Always hoping for paint and something more vibrant maybe. But anyhow, I got this pre-ordered also, $1 down, no price just yet. And there's the BWT W1022 Jetwing Optimus Prime Gradient version. This thing is, I believe this is a KO of what has come before. It is 6.69 inches tall, so almost 7 inches tall, which kind of feels alright for the main line. A little short for the main line in my opinion, but it does look like it's got a really nice paint job to it. But it's only $25. And lastly, Pangu Toys has got a recolor. This one is a toy color version with the silver legs, in case you missed out on the first one, which I'm not sure if the first one sold out or not, but they call it the PT01G. It is the 18-inch tall one, and there you go. Remember, TH reviewer code to support the channel if you want to. Alright, so moving on, I guess I'm going to classify this as Masterpiece news, and there's still a lot of questions about this, but this is the Project T-Spark Adamus Machina AMT01 Rodimus Prime prototype. So the T-Spark project, they're going to be making what it appears to be, this is a collaboration with Flame Toys, using Flame Toys' design, which is sort of an IDW kind of look, and it does transform. So you're taking the Flame Toys stuff, more or less, and making it transformable, which is really interesting, strange, but I will say I'm intrigued. I think it's cool. I think it looks really good. Let's look at the alt mode. And I think that looks right. But I am going to say it's not for me. If this is like $100, it's not for me. If it's 50, I might dabble in it, but I'm just not in it for 100. And I'm really kind of, I don't know, I'm confused why they're veering so far away from the G1. It's just kind of like they're making a hard left or a hard right, one or the other. Here's the stuff that it comes with. It's cool looking, it's interesting. Maybe they're going to realize that there's an untapped market out there that they need to get into, and maybe Flame Toys has been that popular and they know it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what else comes of this T-Spark line. And at the Shizuoka show, hobby show of 2024, this is the Bumblebee and the Cliff Jumper. This is the missing link, and I didn't even think about this. they're giving them guns. They need guns. The G1s didn't have guns. Duh. I'm sitting there looking at it like, why do they have guns? And I'm thinking, duh. They should have had guns anyway, back in the day. But pretty cool idea, pretty cool stuff. I think it's great. TF Source has these listed at $50. And I do believe that's probably going to be exactly what ShowZ charges, because ShowZ can't get the same kind of discounts they can from, they can't get it as cheap as maybe X-Transbots is usually $30 cheaper, $20 cheaper or something. Fanstoy same way, the third-party stuff, but the Takara, they can't get it that much cheaper. So I'm guessing it will be at $50 ShowZ, but I don't know. I still don't know the price. So 50 is a bit high. I was thinking 30, but hey, at least they're not trying to charge 75. So I guess I'm looking at the bright side on it. So 50 is okay. It's got some guns with it. They have a lot of articulation. And it's something really unique that you're probably not going to see every day. At the same show, we saw this Power Master Optimus Prime, and that's just what I'm going to refer to it from now on. So if anybody gets upset about it, sorry. It's like the MPG-09. Sorry, but not sorry. I think it looks great. I mean, the only thing I would really even change is something about the feet and make them a little more pronounced as feet. But really, like, having owned this toy, and I'm going to review it eventually. I'm going to review the G1 one on the channel, but I've got other stuff coming up. The thing about it is that this is what I've kind of always wanted, and it looks great. If you had the original one, it was such a letdown as a kid. It was big, it was massive, it was amazing, and it was a brick. This is going to give you everything you've always wanted out of that toy, and it's just going to be fun. It's going to be fun to have it. It's not going to be, is it going to be $300 worth of fun? I don't know if it's going to be a full-on $300 worth of fun, but it is going to be fun. And I got both versions pre-ordered so we can see what's going on with that, and I still think this looks good. And having looked at the vintage one, I feel like I've had a vintage one with me forever, and I just couldn't get rid of it as a kid, and it's just tagged along, I guess. I don't know. But this looks so much better. So I like all aspects of this. Okay, I'm not sure I'm down with the Una hip flap. Yeah, that's probably not my favorite part. Okay, so we got a reveal of a Rubik's Chogokin. I thought it was really interesting. I don't know. Depending on price, I might actually pick this up. I mean, I usually don't go for weird off-the-wall stuff like this. But I'm not going to lie to you. I can't tell you how many times I thought about a Rubik's Cube transforming as you're messing with the Rubik's Cube, thinking about what you could transform it into. What could it turn into? And then you think about puzzles and all those kinds of things, and here it is kind of partially transformed into the Rubik's Cube. That is kind of a cool idea. It is. It is. And I like that. No pricing, availability, or any of that stuff just yet. But when it comes up, I'll talk about it. And if it's a good enough price, I'll get in on it. I'm feeling a lot more price sensitive in 2024. That's for sure. By the way, the Chogokin line is usually big enough to be considered masterpiece as a masterpiece. And that's considered a transforming Chogokin. I mean, how much more masterpiece you get than that? Okay, Takara, Tomy, TF40A, Lio Convoy. These are first sketches. This is going to be another different spin-off. So this isn't the same thing they're doing. It's some sort of a 40th anniversary kind of tribute. It's not just the Masterpiece one redone. So it's cool. It's interesting. We just got line art drawing. But, I mean, we could pretty much ascertain what it's going to look like in both modes from the line art drawing right here. Pretty cool. Thanks to Robot Kingdom for sharing the pictures. What is this thing? It's the Lijiang Biangzing? Lijiang Biangzing. I might say it right. There's actually a YouTube video about this thing that's out there, and it's interesting. It's just something that transforms. Seems like the comments on the video are not very impressed with this thing, but here's the ultimate. I think we've seen either this one before, or we've seen this in a different color, but yeah, it transforms, and it's interesting how it does it. I don't think it looks like it's that bad. I still have no idea where to get my hands on it. I'm guessing this might be a TF Safari or something. I don't know. But when I find out, I'll let y'all know. Still looks really cool, pretty interesting, and it's just something different. It's something different. Nothing really transforms into this particular vehicle, and it's not really a character based off anything. It's just cool. All right, we got more pictures of the yellow part AMK Pro Series. They call this Apeling, and this picture is really not the one that I feel like is the newest one. I feel like they just added all the old pictures, but they gave us something new, and this is the something new that they gave us, and it's the parts and pieces, how you build this. I want to say this, that I'm in on everything G1-esque in the Pro Series. I might go into some of the movie stuff, but I was considering getting this one, but I kind of want to save all my space and the extra dough for more G1 stuff coming down the road and support all that. But this still looks really cool. It looks very impressive. It really looks like you have an inner body, and then you have outer pieces that you clip on. There's more parts and assembly to this, but it is kind of cool because you can have it without exo parts or fuzz or fur and have it look more like a robot. I think that's a cool idea. All right, so in line with what Takara's doing with their Missing Link line, we have this company, Bingo Toys, who they made some other stuff in the past. I did review sort of a spin-off of a Black Arachnia type of figure, but this is Grim Sharp, and it is an articulated, based on the G1 Grimlock type of figure. The reason I'm showing this picture is it shows you how the articulation differs from an original G1 Grimlock. This looks a lot like G1 Grimlock where he's just standing up, and that's kind of cool. So it is touted as a Missing Link, or will fit in with your Missing Link stuff. Pretty cool. And it kind of gives me the feeling, if a company's working on this, if Bingo Toys is working on this, I always feel like they kind of have an idea what Takara's working on, and I believe Takara's not working on this. So they're going to give us stuff that Takara's not going to do. So like all the third parties did with Masterpiece. Maybe this is the new trend. I'm not against it. I pre-ordered it at Show Z already, of course, right when it popped up. I pre-ordered it. Looks cool. I'm pretty excited. I want to see how this turns out. Pretty awesome. All right, so we've got some Legends news. Legendary know-how. Well, Rising Force is making their Senecons, which is going to make their Minosaur, and I think it looks pretty cool. It looks like these figures look good. I'm not against it at all. I think they're doing a pretty good job with it. I think the combine mode looks like it's going to be okay. Looks like they're doing a good job. I'm a-okay. Maybe they were smart. Maybe this was truly better to go into Legends because there's only the Magic Square one, and that thing's sold out. The KO oversize of that is actually more for mainline. I have the KO oversize of the Magic Square, and it is not Legend scale. It is big. I mean, it's too big for Legend scale. It's more like mainline. I still like it, though. But this one, I mean, they're satisfying a market that Magic Square is just kind of ignoring right now. They're not putting it back out. They're not putting repaints or anything like that. And so it's just like Rising Force is there with no competition right now. And this one here looks really good too. So that's a nice looking catfish. But I think that these figures look great. They look fantastic for what they are. I think they've been working on this every bit as long as Fans Toys has been working on theirs, though. But at least we're going to start seeing these show up. So that'll be cool. That'll be interesting. And I would go in on a box set for the right price. If they like a box set for $180 or something, yeah, I'd be in on it. Alright, so this one here is fascinating. It's the Craftsman Toys DJS02A Tactic Lord Oriel or Nose Cone. So they are making a Computron in the Legends scale. Now, I had it pulled up on another site. I don't know. I guess I accidentally closed that tab. So I went back to Show Z. Show Z's got this up for pre-order. I pre-ordered it. And their information was 3.94 inches tall and release date of fourth quarter of 2024. Of course, you only got the dollar down. No price just yet. Curious about the price. But here's another picture I found. So if anybody is curious about this, in editing, I think I'll try to lighten it up a little bit so it's easier to see. Because you might be able to lighten it, and sometimes you can see it a little easier. But looking at it right now, without the editor going, it's a bit dark. I think it looks good. I mean, for a Legend scale Computron, I think it looks pretty good. And I'm in on it. I'm sold already. I mean, unless it's like ridiculously expensive, but I'm pretty sure it's going to stay in pricing with all the other stuff that's out there. And yeah, pretty awesome. Got the first one pre-ordered. Quickly want to share the alt mode with you. It does look like a bit of a departure from the G1, but not too far. So with that, there it is. I think it looks good. I think they're going to move on this fast. I bet they move fast with this. Okay, so we've got some pictures of this 2-pack, the Chop Shop and Barrage, coming from Amazon. So it's the Amazon one. This is the No Trab, not Rab, No Trab today. Put the images out. I don't know how he already got them. I seriously don't know, because I've got mine pre-ordered the minute they came out, so I don't know how he got them. But cool. I'm excited for them. I've reviewed all the vintage ones on the channel, and so I'm going to be keeping up with getting these as they come out, because these look really good. I just have to admit, they look really good. Now, the vintage ones have the charm. These are going to have the articulation. The vintage ones have almost no articulation. Okay, so I guess we got a Dark of the Moon, Clear, Bumblebee Studio Series EX, and it's a 40th anniversary edition for the exhibition Japan, and that's what it looks like. If you're into that kind of stuff. I kind of like the clear stuff. I don't know if I'd be in on this, but it is pretty interesting. Let's get into some other stuff that's, I don't know, a little out of my wheelhouse, but I'm still going to talk about it. For the upcoming movie, I guess, the Transformers 1 exclusive reveals this is Quintesson High Commander. So I guess that goes above the Quintessons we know. The little spinning 5 heads must be a higher rank. He's holding an Energon Cube too, which I don't know if he got one of those from Show Z also. And I guess it transforms into that thing up there. But then there's also the Ultimate Energon Optimus Prime with Orion Pax. There's the Energon Matrix Optimus Prime. A Glow Bumblebee, a Race and Blast 2-pack, Racing Warrior 3-pack, and Race Changers 2-pack. I'm not in on any of this stuff. It's cool. I'm going to observe it from the sidelines, and hopefully, if you guys like it, you like it. But hopefully kids like it. So we've got some G2 unreleased Machine Wars line figures. Mirage, Prowl, Hoist, Hubcap, Skywarp, Thundercracker, Megatron, Metroplex. But really cool stuff that is going on right here with all of this. As someone who lived through this era and was actually actively collecting at the time, obviously I didn't see these on the shelves, but I saw quite similar products. This really looks like repaints of stuff that they had out at the time is what it looks like to me. I didn't collect all of it. I only went in on the Jets, and here's the Jets. I thought the Jets were cool. When I realized they started using ball joints in this time frame, and the figures had a lot of articulation versus what we had at G1, and I thought the aesthetic was really good on them, and this kind of got me excited for what future possibilities there could be, and little did I know like how amazing all these other Transformers are going to be down the road. But this was kind of like a glimmer of hope for the future, even though I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about these specifically. I was like, wait till we get some true and blue G1 remakes with modern technology, and guess what? We're there. Here's one last one, and this one definitely, they've definitely done this mold like 5 times or 6 times, but it's pretty cool. I believe. I haven't busted these out in a while. I still have them carded somewhere in the abyss. I have them carded. I got them for like $2 each or something. I bought them because they're all on clearance at KB. Those were fun times. I kind of miss those days. Mechanic Studio and Dr. Wu are putting out the Elita 1, their take on Elita 1. Here's what I want to say about this. This is great for a budget, low-cost, cheap alternative for an RC or for an Elita 1, which I probably should grab it. I probably should order this one. But I do believe that New Age is better. It's vastly superior, but it's double the price. More than double the price. So, there it goes. You've got Legends, low-budget alternative that's not bad. It's not bad. So, I'm going to put that out there, and maybe you're not a huge Elite 1 fan, but you want to have one on the shelf for, I think it's like $25 or $30, something like that, then go for it. Alright, so I made a video yesterday talking about Super 7 Chill. It's supposed to be a fun, funny video, but the truth is that I like the Super 7 stuff at least enough that I'd like to see deeper, more characters, and see how deep we can go with at least the 3 toy lines that I'm in on of theirs, and I want to see that go deeper. Let's go deep, and let's not start over. I don't want to reboot stuff over and over. I don't want to start over and buy everything over again, or sit it out with another company until 2032 when I start buying new characters that come out, or they make 8 characters and quit like Mattel did. So with that, watch that video. I tried to have some fun. I tried to make it funny, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. With that, I'm not the guy that's going out spending $20 on every reaction figure, but I will buy some of the stuff if I really want it, and if it's on sale or clearance, then I definitely pick it up. But these look pretty cool. I mean, I bought everything made, almost everything made in one shot for the Reaction Thundercats at one time for $60 from some guy. And that's how I got mine. And the He-Man, I think, was $75. Pretty much everything they made for He-Man for $75. And that's how I collect reactions. I just buy them used, opened, and that's how I like them. But they look good on the card. These are the 2 new ones they're making right now, and they are $20 each. Let's get into a nice little bowl of ramen here, and Ramen Toys, guess they're going to be making some weapons packs for Origins, and I don't know the whole deal on this just yet, but this is like a teaser. It's a tease, but that's cool. That's cool. If they glow in the dark, that's even cooler. But that would be awesome. But I'm curious what's all going to come of this, and yeah, it's interesting. I don't know price or availability or all that kind of stuff, but still looks pretty interesting and promising going forward. Updates on their bridge laying vehicle, and this is a bridge layer guy with a bridge layer sledgehammer, and yeah, there he is. He looks cool. Not sure the cones come with it. Not sure. I'm sure he comes with hands though, but looks pretty good, pretty interesting. I don't know if this is going to be included with the vehicle or it's going to be sold alongside with it, but I kind of feel like it's going to be included, but I don't know just yet either. So all this stuff is still like kind of fresh and new, and pictures just popping up. And then this is the interior of what the interior of it's going to look like. So it will house 2 figures, not just 1, which is awesome. I'm having a lot of inner turmoil about Todd McFarlane. I'm love-hate relationship. I have to admit though, just taking the Batmobile and repainting it and turning it into a Joker mobile is kind of cool. I have to admit that. It's kind of cool. And Joker's head sticking out the top, looking goofy, actually kind of fits the character better than Batman's head sticking above the top of the windshield. But pretty interesting. This is a $50 gold label Amazon exclusive. You can only get it at Amazon. And I had to pre-order it there, I guess, and I'm going to be pre-ordering mine eventually. I think I will get it. I think I'll be in on this. I'm not going to be in on everything, but I will probably be in on this. They're doing some cool stuff. This is the Batman 66, and here's some more figures that are coming out. Aside from what I already showed you, there's going to be a Space Batman, Wax Robin, a Bookworm figure from Batman 66, Nightwing Batman 66 comic, looking very 70s, and then Alfred Pennyworth, it was 66, but 70s look. Alfred Pennyworth, we need an Alfred. We need Alfred. Batman, the Batmobile and the Joker, and so there's some stuff going on right there. And this is another Amazon exclusive. It is $50, which adds up to this 20, 20, and 10. $50. It's fine. So you got to pre-order it through Amazon. I like it because the Whirly Bat's weird, but have 2 different color Whirly Bats is cool. I like the black Batman. I like this. I think they're up to 6 Batmen in the Superpowers line right now, and I've been frustrated with the Super 7 line. To say, not Super 7, the Superpowers line. To say the least, Superpowers line has really frustrated me trying to collect this stuff. And this isn't everything they've made, but this is kind of like a recent kind of picture of what's coming out to kind of give you an idea of like, hey, this is where we're sort of going right now. But with this, I found that GameStop's getting almost everything in now regularly, and it's easy. And if you're a pro member, you get like 5% off plus the $5 off I found the bug there, the bug, and then it was $5 off. Plus, I already had another 5% off that. So after tax, everything, it was like $24. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. GameStop's making this line a little more fun. All right, so we've got a Toxic Crusader, Dr. Kilomoff 5-inch figure, and it is priced at $19.99. This is made by Trick or Treat Studios. I think the Trick or Treat Studios, I think they're the ones that made the helmet for Warduke, the Warduke helmet. If I'm right, and if I'm wrong, well, I'm just wrong. But I'm not in on this. I just figured I'd share it. Some 90s stuff is kind of cool. I did get Toxie, the Super 7 Toxie on clearance for like $20, and I think it's cool because it's kind of transparent. It looks interesting, or it's either transparent or glow in the dark. Still, this looks cool, and I think the weapons glow in the dark. All right, week 5 drops from NECA. I think somebody told me, and again, I might be wrong on this one too. Even though they've been in the stores, some stores put it out first. The online order comes up in week 5. If I'm right on that, then I'm right. I'm not going after this stuff. I don't care enough. I got the little bit of stuff. I caved and got the 4-pack. It was the last one I saw. I had to get it. $150 for the 4-pack. Ridiculous. And no sale and no anything. And actually, had I bought $300 worth of stuff, I would have gotten some sort of a coupon from Target. But I wasn't going to spend that much that day. But anyhow, I guess it's kind of cool. I hear that it's pretty easy to get it online, and that's another plus. But it's also proving there's just not that many people collecting it anymore. So all I really got out of this was the Punk Turtles. Alright, so Boss Fight Studio is making some Zorro characters. There is a Sergeant Garcia, and he is from the 1957 TV shows Power Stars. Sergeant Garcia is 5 inches tall, includes 7 points of articulation, removable hat, sword that can store in his belt. For ages 8 and up. You can get it at Entertainment Earth or BBTS, probably right now, for pre-order. But the Zorro is probably the one that's going to sell 10 times more than Sergeant Garcia. So that's just the way it is. They're only $20, but they are only 5 inches tall. So 5 inches tall. I think that looks really good. That's a nice looking Zorro with a removable hat, his sword. I mean, what more could you ask? You can buy this Zorro and never need another one. Alright, so Motu is making their first vehicle for the Masters of the Universe in a 1/6 scale. The Sky Sled is 8.5 inches tall, 12.5 inches long, and it has the budget pricing of only $395. I think I bought a car for that price once. So anyway, it's big though. It's impressive. It's expensive. How much would the whole battle ram cost? Like $2,200 or something? Anyway, I think it looks amazing. I think it looks fantastic. I'm not in on the Mondo because of price and size. I don't do 12-inch, but I enjoy it from afar, and I think it looks really good. And like some people have said, they're excited about the Mondo Ghostbusters. More excited, will they do 6.5 inch in other lines? And it'd be impressive. I might bite on that. Now, I knew it wasn't quite time for Star Wars. There's a picture of the actual Player 2 Chun-Li, and she looks good. Colors look good. It works. Makes me wish I would have waited and bought this instead of just another one that looks exactly like the Playmates for the most part. And then we could have compared and contrast. But anyway, I'll still pick her up. I will. I'm a sucker. I'll pick her up. I think she looks good. And I've just never really thought about the whole 2-player system and repaints. Hi Toys is making a Crocmaster, and yeah, Fiona is an alligator perpetrating the style of a crocodile to fit in with Crocmaster. Anyway, $35 for a 1/18 scale, 4-inch tall croc. It looks amazing. This is just phenomenal. I really like the way this looks. I'm very, very impressed. And with that, it looks great. You can order this usually from BBTS. I don't have a link just yet for this, but it looks really good. Alright, looks like we've got pre-orders up for this Amazon exclusive. Again, Throne. Emperor with Throne. I got the first one. I never opened it, and I've got the archive one is one I opened, and it's on my shelf. I believe it's the same release as before. Maybe there's more stuff to it than there was before, but it's 45 instead of 30. It's 45. I paid 30 or maybe even 33 or something. I'm not sure for the first one, but it was around 30. This is way more expensive than the first go around. Anyhow, you're just paying for the chair. Ollie's has the figure for $10 if you just want the figure. And if you think about this, they're producing this at the same time they're producing the Darth Sidious. I bet you there's a lot of shared parts. I bet you the Sidious comes off the production line and this goes into production and they change colors and stuff a little bit. But anyway, that's what I would do if I was producing toys. All right, so this it's a 3-pack Amazon exclusive with a Manga Guard, Super Battle Droid and Battle Droids, Survivor collectible 6-pack, 6-inch 3-pack is up for pre-order $70 if you're in on all of that expensiveness. It's a lot of money, but there's some other cool stuff going on right now. Got some Galaxy Squadron stuff right here. Got the Micro Galaxy Squadron ATTE if you like the Clone Wars era. It says currently unavailable, so it should be coming up for pre-order soon, maybe. It looks cool. It's I like this kind of stuff. I like they're making it smaller so that you can build out the scene. And then there's another one for the Disney Store exclusive. This is the Battle Droid pack pre-order, and it's got all kinds of fun stuff in it. It looks pretty cool. If you want to go to the Disney Store and buy that, just so you know, I'm not. It's $60, and you get the tank, and you get 2 of those flying things. I remember that little flying kind of scout patrol thing they've got there. I remember when those came out for the prequels, and I was so excited. I was like, the prequels are exciting, new era, and a little disappointment followed though. Ki-Adi-Mundi is up for pre-order, so starting to finish out these kind of prequel Jedis. They need to do it. I probably will be in on this, one of the few things, but I'm going to wait for maybe a sale. I believe in a sale. If I believe it, then I'll buy it, and if I miss it, I'm not going to cry or anything. I kind of got duped on the last ones, and that was during the height. The other ones came out during the height, and they all went on sale. So this one's during the time when nobody cares. Anyway, now we have these X-Wing pilots 4-pack, and it's up for pre-order at Entertainment Earth and Amazon if you're interested. Well, I guess that's it for Star Wars, so let me know what you think about this week's weekly news in review. What else is going on out there that's really cool that I would need to know about? Like and subscribe, of course, and Dear Hanger out.